I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Squeeze, double.
On first down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
Here we go. 50, plant.
First down.
I'm coming after you.
A first down carry for Barkley. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Deep. Gone. Yeah. Step.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Banjo.
Five.
Now it's locked. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Check. Crunch. Check 15.
Shoot.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ball out.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Go.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go.
Defense.
A shotgun snap for Locke. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Well, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box truck.
To the air again, Locke. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On the ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, 51 the mic, boy, 51. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike.
Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Bandit. Wow.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You got it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Charlie.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the gun, Jones trying to lay one up deep, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rack. At 25 the mic. We're going.
Now. Get it.
Throwing his lock. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here we go. 15 run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, Delta.
951. I'm going to come back to you.
Luck now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that takes us from second to third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Rodgers brings it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Mike, so don't say nothing.
Snap.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
At the Browns' 41-yard line.
On the set.
51 to Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He can't hang. He's not.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Get.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Jones throwing on first down. He's got it. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he...
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey! Go, Jackrabbit, come on!
Check safety! Whip! Watch the whip!
Look at me, zipper!
Go get him! Check 13!
Recon, 132 fighter, smoke! Hit it!
On 2nd down and 4, Luck, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Check the out! So, Mike 51!
On first down, it's Long. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing again is Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, this this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jones now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Set 50, plant. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Go, go. Greystone, travel.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Get it.
Another try for Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Alpha.
Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense.
Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jannard Avery. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch.
General West.
Lucky. Big air. Check. He's coming. Double up.
Hit it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. 5.
Now Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Ready? 60 or.
On the run, this is Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They give it off here to the tight end. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to float this one deep, and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way and touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Hey, Charles. Five.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On 1st and 10, Jones. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Here we go. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. They got tight.
Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to look deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun, here's Locke. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 16-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Bravo. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Topper!
He's checking cracks.
Smooth! Go!
From the 38, Luck. Caught here by Griffin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch one, play. High 7.
Mike 29. No, watch one. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A very solid gain of 27.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones throwing on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And some room to maneuver. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot. On the go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Go.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't get nervous. Mike 20.
Get it.
On 4th down, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, here we go. Watch the
80 weapon.
Watch the pass. Slam. Check 24.
Look at me. Door.
Under 10.
Look. Squeeze.
Throwing now, Luck. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Watch the screen. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Haywood.
51's the Mike. I got him. Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, Sam off. Gone. Be Griffin.
Here's Luck. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Luck. Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.
Watching this one,